breakdown, and I just felt so sorry for them, for her, for Regina, being a parent myself. That's something that's very devastating. So, because of that, and Ursula was supposed to mention it, but Ursula is having problems with her camera. So, what I wanted to talk about, my hot topic today is mental health. I'm going to talk about mental health today because there are so many people out here that suffering um, from suicide, depression, and it's just so many things that they're dealing with. And we have to watch our young people as much as possible because they're starting at very young ages. And actually, I did a little research on it, and it was saying that suicide is the fourth leading cause of death amongst 15 to 19-year-olds. They said 77% of global suicides occur in low and middle income countries.
Mm.
So yeah, so um I just it's just so sad. And honestly, we all go through depression. We all deal with
Mhm.
depression in our own different
Right.
ways, and yeah,
Mhm.
we suffer with it. And I can remember a time as a young lady, um at a very young age. I was younger than 15, though. I was probably about, I want to say, about 12 years old, and I went through depression. I was going through it, and I went through it really, really bad. And I know that there is a God. And I'm gonna say this because I remember I was really, really depressed about something that I couldn't do, and I got tired of kids picking with me as a kid when I was younger. I went through the bullying with people bullying me, and they won't, and different things like that, and I remember myself as a young lady, when I thought about it. So I truly understand, and it's heart wrenching when you don't have anyone to talk to, because you feel like at that moment you feel like you have nobody. You might have your parents and things like that, but it's not that easy to talk
Mm-mm.
to people about
Mm-mm.
what you're dealing with, because nobody really understands what you're going through. And as an adult, it's even worse as we get older, because it's like you feel lost, you when you
Right.
go through those depressions and stuff.
Yeah.
And so it's something that we have to really, really pay attention to. We have to pay attention to our loved ones. We have to make those phone calls when we don't really feel like making those phone calls,
Mhm.
because you just don't know. And they were saying that
Yeah.
for that young man, they were saying that he basically put something on his social media about SpongeBob, and he was saying that that's how he feel. It says SpongeBob had all these things coming out of his brains and stuff, and they said that he was saying that he felt the same way.
Yeah, I
Because,
heard. I read that too. I
hmm
read that too. It was another one. It was another one that committed suicide today. Another celebrity's son. He was also 26. I
Mm.
can't remember his. I think his name was Madden. I think was his name. I think has that committed suicide. I saw it on Yahoo News when I was looking up when I was going on my email. And I was like, I said, another one, another young man, 26 years old. Um,
yeah,
and so it's sad when they feel that there's no other way but to take their life.
Right.
And because the reality of it is it not only hurts that person, but it hurts that family
family.
and the people that
Yeah.
they leave behind.
Right.
Hmm.
And you can't bring them back, and
No, you
that's the
can't.
worst
And
part
because
about it.
and the first thing a parent think is, what did I do wrong? What did I miss? What did I not see? And how come I didn't see the signs? And the thing about it is, it's not that you didn't see it. It's just that sometimes they mask it well,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
yeah,
I
mask
they
think
it
do.
very
that
well.
even
And
people who
he
go through,
apparently did,
yeah,
you
even
know.
people who go through depression, mask it well. It's like, I'm okay, I'm fine. And they smile and joke, but deep down inside, I mean, they are
in a
truly
war.
suffering. Yeah, it's a tug of war. It's a mental. I call it a mental Olympics. It's not, fun. You trying to get to the finish line, but sometimes you want to almost give up in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? It is very terrifying, because sometimes, those dark thoughts can be very consuming. You know what I'm saying? So, if someone feels alone and they don't have anyone, it's very hard for them to open up and even be that vulnerable. So, they have different avenues now, like with therapy and things like that. But so many people don't want to even take that step. They just immediately may hop on antidepressants. And sometimes if you don't have the right doctor, that can make it worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
true. Because they
Yeah.
automatically
Yeah.
assume, especially when you get older, when you get in your 50s and older, a lot of times they automatically assume, oh, you're just going through the change. Sometimes it ain't just that. It's just that sometimes you are going through deep depression, you
Yeah.
know. And it was like a episode of Golden Girls one time when she said she was going through, it was Dorothy, she was going through something and it was messing with her mentally and everything, and then the doctor told her, oh, he made it seem like it was just menopause that she was going through, until she found out what it really was. And she thought she was crazy at first, and until she found out, till she got a hold to the right doctor. And so you have to sometimes keep trying until you find the right person that actually hear you, not just see you, but hear you.
Yeah, that's very crucial, because like I've been in a situation like that before where a doctor mismedicated me. I was going through postpartum, and I didn't realize at the time that was what was going on with me. I ended up talking to my provider, and it would really kick up around the time of, when we're going through our thing every month. Okay. And so she prescribed me something, just gave me something, and she told me to take it for the week before and the week during, and then stop. You can't just stop those kind of medicines. You can't take it consistently and just stop, because then all that, what it is balancing, it just plummets, and you just feel like it's over. So, that's why it's very important to ask questions, especially if you're new to any of those things. It is fine to talk to somebody in therapy. Therapy is a great thing. And even with therapists, you have to do trial and error. It's okay to fire them. It's okay to find a new one.
And that's with anything. That's with any doctor.
Yeah.
They're gonna always. A lot of times, I'm not bashing them, but there are a lot of times where they give you medication it's almost like you're a guinea pig almost. You're trying it, but they really don't know if it's going to benefit you. So they'll tell you, well, let me know how this works. If it works, if it helps. If it doesn't help, let me know. We'll change something else. We'll give you something lighter, or we'll give you something stronger. So, so that's why you got to know your own body.
Oh yeah.
You got to know your own, your physical being. You got to know your mental state of what, just like right now, I went to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor gave me these drops. Well, my eye been hurting me all day. My right eye been hurting me all day. I took them drops last night. And so I called them and I said, I don't understand. I said, my left eye is fine, but my right eye is hurting, and it's just been throbbing. And it even hurt to look. And I'm thankfully that I am able to be on here now, because it was even hurting to look at my phone screen, less known the computer screen.
Right.
And to look at light, it hurt it even worse. And so she said, so they told me, well, just take one of them tonight and come in tomorrow morning, because we got to make sure that there's nothing serious going on with your eye, because my eye pressure was up so high. So it's like, okay,
why didn't you check that beforehand though?
Right. Why didn't you make sure that you was giving me the right one, the right prescription for what I needed? That's because I don't want you to just give me something just to try to address one thing, and then it ended up creating something else. That's why some reasons why I'm real particular about taking every prescription that is prescribed to me, because it can fix one thing